Welcome back, everyone. It is February 3rd, 1942, and I'm here with another turn of Yamamoto's Folly, our continuing struggle against the Allies. Let's see what this turn has in store for us. One of my subs gets a little close to Pearl Harbor, and there's an ASW attack there. And some ASW action in the South China Sea as well. My DMSs find a minesweeper here. Excuse me, my minesweepers find a mine layer here near Singapore. Imagine he is laying mines there, and I'm here to sweep them. Landing at Groot and Natona, hopefully bring some AEs here just to support the Singapore action. A little quick airbase there, hopefully. We're on to the AM air phase. A little swooping over Changsha, and bombing at Han Cao, where we do decent damage to the troops on the ground. Sweeping here at Palembang. I expected him to bring more fighters in. It looks like he did. Hopefully we can sweep most of these away. Though those demons are extracting a toll on our zeros, that's for sure. Do fight through, but with the loss of 5 zeros to 4 of his planes. So when the raid comes in, he still has a lot of cap in the air. We do get in okay, though, and it looks like we're placing some bombs on the ships at anchor here. We did see a fuel storage explosion there. Do lose quite a few planes here. But 3 bomb hits on the Vengeful, which has heavy fires and heavy damage. An ammo storage explosion on the Vengeful. That may actually do it for her. We'll see. But ammo storage explosions are never good for ships. With less escorts this time, these Betties might be in a little bit of trouble, and they are. They still get through, though. You lose 4 Betties and a 0, but we destroy what looks like 4 planes on the ground, and another bomb in the Vengeful there. We're sweeping over Changsha, taking out 2 H-81A3s. Bombing at Cebu as normal. Their strike comes in. Vicious air combat here. We lose more Betties in the air to those escorts or that cap. Yeah, 4 planes destroyed, but we do destroy 4 more planes, actually 5 planes on the ground. Actually more than that, 4 in the air too. So total of 9 planes destroyed, so that's great. Doing some bombing here near Chinkau, where he's moved out his forces. He has a pretty large stack here, so I need to bomb that and degrade his combat ability a little bit. I am going to get pushed around here for a while until I can bring more forces to bear. Still going after Nanchang. Really would like to just destroy those forces. It's taking forever to do so. we're going to attack at Rangoon again this turn. I'm going to try a shock attack. My disablements are pretty low. Excuse me, my disruption is pretty low, so I think I may be able to pull it off and hopefully take the Hex. We'll see. Or it could end disastrously. That's the way things go. But we continue to pummel the Hex until that attack from the air. Not doing quite as much damage as I'd like, but that's okay. Catalina's try again. Hit our tankers. Luckily miss. I think this is another sweep here. Yes, it is. And we take out 2 of his planes with no losses of our own. That's good. Helps even up some of those losses today. Another good bombing run here at Hankow. Still heavy fires and heavy damage on the Vengeful. Just sink already. I have a terrible time, evidently, sinking ships at anchor in these ports. It's just really hard for me to do. But Valk here, heavy fires and heavy damage, and the Formal Haunt, heavy fires and heavy damage, and a massive explosion on the Formal Haunt. Maybe we'll take out those 2 ships, we'll see. We do hear a ship sinking noise, but we don't know where it's from, of course. Lose a foul there. That's actually flying from our carriers, interestingly enough. Have to check their settings. Of course, going after the airfield, preventing them from building more forts. We did not have our sweeps go in before our bombers there at Port Moresby, and we're very lucky we did not get intercepted. Betty's putting a bomb on a liner at Calcutta. No Mavis flights so far this turn, though. It doesn't look like we're getting any. Bombard again at Shenyang, hoping to get some better results. This is going to take forever, so go make yourself a cup of coffee or something, because these bombardments, like I said, they just take a long time. Really kind of a sideshow over here. So it's tough in China. I have a big Chinese force here, big Chinese force here, big Chinese force here. And I don't really have anything at Hankow or Shenyang. Shenyang is best equipped to deal with it, or Chinkao to really destroy them, because I've moved so much of my AV up north to Cyan. I still think that's the right decision. Because I'm going to be cutting off northern China very soon, within the next turn or so. But it means that all this stuff is in my kind of back areas that can cause trouble. One of the reasons I really haven't gone after these stacks too is because if I destroy the stack in 35 days, it's just going to appear again in Chongqing. And I don't want that to happen. I'd like to actually destroy as few units as possible, so Chongqing has as little AV in it as possible when I come calling. Again, not a great result here from that bombardment. Deliberate attack here at Tarakan. 1-to-1. We're going to reduce fortifications to 2, so a good attack, and we'll keep that up, and we should be able to take that base in not too much time. Took forever for us to march across the land here, but I really didn't want to face those defensive guns at Tarakan. Another shock attack at Kukang. Oh, and we've got some surrendering going on. Another unit destroyed. I just said I didn't want to destroy units, but here I kind of have to. They are surrounded by my troops. And here's that shock attack at Rangoon. 2-1. We don't take the Hex. We take a lot of casualties. But destroy quite a few squads. Yeah, just looking at this, I'm trying to figure out what I can do differently to actually take this Hex altogether. Oh well. Shock attack at Muntok does not go in my favor. Yikes, look at that adjusted assault value. I started at 439, get down to 74. It's because I'm low on supply here. And he has good terrain and leaders, so I take a lot of losses. Him, not so much. So I'm going to have to get supply here to my forces before trying again. I do have some transport planes that can start running that mission to get them supply, and we'll do that in the next couple days before we try again. And deliberate attack at Mandalay Bay, reduce fortifications to 0. Really not a lot of allied crown losses there. Poor morale on my part, but that's due to some of these Royal Thai Army divisions start out with some pretty low morale, unfortunately. And he has low morale as well. But reduce fortifications, and we'll try again. He makes a deliberate attack outside of Chinkau, gets 3-1 odds, and pushes me out without too much trouble. Does quite a bit of damage to my unit. This is where I was bombing. So now we kind of have this loose unit in our back area. I'm not quite sure what to do about this loose stack of, I think, about, how much AV is that? It's not too much AV. Should be able to deal with it one way or the other. He has more AV coming, though, out of the Hex. So that's it for the turn. China is always a mess. Didn't have as much success on the ground today as I would have liked. Let's look at aircraft losses today. We lose 53, he loses 39. A lot of those Bettys, of course, getting taken out in the air. A rough day for Zeros as well, though we do outperform his demons in the air. Lots of ops losses there for our Vals. We're going to have to change those Vals mission too, so they don't take those flak losses. No swordfish destroyed on the ground. No ships claimed sunk. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. Can't seem to put the nail in the coffin of any of those CVLs, either at Batavia or at Palembang. Still see this huge concentration of ships here that we don't really want to deal with at the moment until I can get some shells reloaded into my battleships. In any case, that's the turn. Thanks for watching, and take care.